Hello, hi Rajiv ji. This is Kamal here from Merasangi.com and a warm welcome to you on our show Chat in Chai.
Pranam Kamalji, how are you?
I'm very well, thank you, Rajiv ji. How about you?
I am very well. I would like to wish you a happy new year as well as a happy new year to all our listeners as well as people who are watching a video or an audio recording, listening to an audio recording. I wish you all a very, very happy new year, very prosperous new year. Um,
Thank you so much. Thank
a-
you, Rajiv ji.
Absolutely, Kamalji. Before we even got started, I wanted to quickly mention a new development on
Uh-huh.
President Obama's proposed improvements, immigration action improvements.
Mm-hmm.
There is a request for the public to comment on certain areas of improvement, both in visa processing at the US consulates as well as in approval of petitions within the United States. So, two agencies,
Mm-hmm.
State Department, which is responsible for visa issuance acting through the consulates abroad, as well as USCIS, which is a part of the Homeland Security, Department of Homeland Security, enacts within the United States. Both these agencies have jointly issued a request for comments from the public, and that request is closing on January 29th. So, what I want you all to do is, everybody who's listening, if you want
Right.
us to, I'm preparing a response to this, and I'm trying to point out to the government whatever we feel is wrong with the system and what can be improved. Um, Detailed information about this will be available on my blog at immigration.com. So if you go to immigration.com, on the top there is a entry for Rajiv's blog. Just go to the blog. I will also update my LinkedIn page. What you can do is review what the government is asking, and let us have your comments if you want us to include certain things from your side. You can, of course, as a member of public, directly write to the government, and all that information is also available how to do that in the blog entry that I'm preparing. Ultimately, it's just as easy for you to respond directly to the government. But if you would like us to include your comments, if we have not already done so by the time we are done, please
Right.
get them out to me by next Friday, which is January 9th. And you can send me an email directly to firm at immigration.com, FIRM, firm at immigration.com, or you can go to our immigration.com website and post from the contact us form there your comments to me. And you can also put your comments on the LinkedIn page, or if you're connected with me on LinkedIn, just go ahead and send me a message. I would rather have you do things anonymously if you want it that way. So,
Right.
what are the three areas that they want us to comment on? And there's a list of questions also. All of that will be on my blog by the end of the day today. Uh, how to streamline the legal immigration system, how to
Mm-hmm.
ensure the use of all immigrant visa numbers, some of them slip through the cracks, and how to modernize the information technology infrastructure. There are three areas that they want our comments on, and a total of 18 questions on which they invite your input. Okay, so please go ahead
Right.
and review those, and if you have any input, let us have it firm at immigration.com, or through your comments on my blog page, or through LinkedIn, or comment directly to the government.
Absolutely. So, Rajiv ji, I think we have a query, in fact, number of queries sent in by one of our listeners here. And his last question also is about the reforms, immigration reforms bill, wherein I think you've already answered because he says you might have some idea about the immigration reform bill when you answer this question, how much time approximately it would take.
First of all, there is no immigration reform bill right now. All we have is executive action from the president, which is being questioned in courts. I don't know if the president would ever lose out on that. There's definitely one ruling from Pennsylvania courts, a federal court in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, against the president, which is troublesome. I have entries on that on my blog. Um, there are so many different components in the presidential action, and each one of them would probably have a different timeline. We don't have any timelines right now. So, really, you don't know when these things are going to be implemented or if they are going to be implemented. In the meantime,
Right.
in the word on the street is that on January 6th, when the 106th Congress, I think it's 106th Congress, convenes what in India we would call Parliament, they might have a series of immigration reform bills, and some of them might impact legal immigration. Definitely, there'll be um, material on undocumented folks. So, we don't know how long it's going to take. Don't make any plans based upon imminent action, either from the government or from Congress. It might be a while for these things to happen. It could be a month, it could be 6 months, it could be a year, it could be never. We don't really know.
Mm-hmm.
Okay?
Oh, so our listener here has a few more queries, Rajiti. He says that the second one here is, does having work experience in Europe and Singapore help to get green card in EB-2 category?
The answer is yes. Experience which is relevant to what you are doing or you would be doing under your green card application is is applicable, and it can be used no matter where you obtained that experience. The experience doesn't have to be in the United States. It can be outside USA also.
All right. The next question is, how much work experience can replace master degree requirement for EB-2 category of GC?
5 years of experience.
Uh, Another question from the same listener, applying after change in immigration rule is better, or would there be any help to wait till immigration reform if it happens?
Do not wait. Start your green card now. If additional options are opened up, you can plan for it then. But don't lose time waiting for things to happen.
Okay. And the final question from our listener here is, does positions like manager or any other help in getting GC in EB-2 or EB-1 category?
EB-2, probably not directly, but EB-1 category, which is extremely advantageous, and it would be great if you could fall in that category. But EB-1 category for international managers and executives is available only if out of the last 3 years you have worked one full year. And there's a little bit of the 3 years is kind of a complicated determination. It can be more than 3 years. So look into it. Your lawyers can advise you. What you need to do is you must have worked for a sister parent affiliate company of the company in the United States outside USA. So let's say, I always give this example, IBM India employed you as a manager, and now IBM USA is hiring you, where IBM India and IBM USA are either commonly owned by a third entity, or IBM USA owns IBM India, or IBM India owns IBM USA, or both are owned by the same group of individuals in roughly the same proportions. These are some of the definitions they use. But the key thing here is that you must have worked for a sister or related company outside the USA for 1 year. Otherwise, you don't qualify.
All right. Okay. So I'm sure these solutions would, really, really help our listener here. In case he does have any more, he can certainly revert back. So thank you so much, Rajivji, for all your time once again and for being a part of our show today. Happy New Year to you from all of us here at Mera Sangeet, and I'm sure my listeners also here would join me in wishing you a very, very happy and prosperous New Year.
I like the prosperous part a lot. Thank you so much.
We all do, Rajivji, and it should be a happy one
Bye-bye.
as well.
Yes, ma'am. Bye-bye.
Yeah. Bye bye, Rajivji.
Every other Thursday at 12:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we host free community conference calls. Everybody is welcome to join. Some people post questions ahead of time. You can take membership in our forums. All of the details are there on our website, immigration.com. You can take membership ahead of time, and it's instantaneous. It happens right away. And post your questions beforehand, or you can just log in. The phone number and all are provided: 202-800-8394, 12:30 Eastern Standard Time, every other Thursday. We have free apps for both Apple iOS platform for your iPhones and iPads, as well as for Android. Just look for immigration.com, the period dot.
and the application should show up.